Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Hockey Prop Bet Show. My name is Kevin. I am your host. This is episode 3 of our show. And the first games in North America to start the season. We have 3 games on the slate: Seattle versus St. Louis. We've got Boston and Florida, which is always going to be a good game. And then Utah's first game versus Chicago in Utah, the new Utah Hockey Club, the former Arizona Coyotes. Should be really exciting. We've got 3 games, so let's get going. Let's not waste any time. We talk about our prop bets. Let's look at the slate. Like a few plays here today. So let's look at this first game. We've got St. Louis Blues at the Seattle Kraken. As you know, we're going to go straight to the props. Forget the game. Who cares about that? Honestly, as I was watching the games over the weekend, I was just like, prop bets are so much more fun. You know, you just root for a guy here. You can watch the game. You hope for high scoring. It's just a much better way to enjoy a hockey game. You don't have to worry about if your team's getting blown out. Who cares? You're betting guys, you know, so that's great. So let's start with the blocks. I love the blocks. And one of my favorite plays here is Colton Parenko, a guy that's been blocking shots his whole career. That's what he does. Seasoned veteran. Let's go over to his stats over here and pull him up, see what he's done in the last couple of years against the Kraken. Who we got? Colton. All right. So pull this up. Here we go. Colton Parenko. Let's see here. All right, so let's go to the 2022, see what he's done, or let's look at his stats from last year. So he played 82 games. He had how many blocks over here? He had 218 blocks, his highest by far. So that's a good sign right off the bat. So let's see what he did versus Seattle last year. So Seattle, we're looking at covering over 2.5 blocks. So he's had 4, 5, 6 last year, which is awesome. We love to see that. Let's look at the year before just to see. We already like this. So last time he played in Seattle, he had 0 and then 5 and 3. So like those numbers. So just in the last 6 games he's played against Seattle, he's covered the over 2.5 blocks. So we need 3 blocks. He's covered it 5 out of 6 games. So love that play at minus 128. I love betting, plus money, but it's early in the season. Let's get a win. So Colton Branco over 2.5 blocks is our first play of the day. And then also in this game, let's go over to the shots on goal. We're going to go with Jordan Kyrou over 3.5 shots at plus 165. That is a good price for that. Let's go look at Jordan's stats last few years. He loves to shoot the puck. He's on PP1. You got to love that, right? And here we go. Jordan Kyrou. Perfect. All right. So let's look at his stats from last year. We've got 2023, 82 games. He had 31 goals, 36 assists for 67 points, 251 shots, a little down from the year before, but that's still a ton of shots. We love to see that. And let's look at his games. Okay, where'd that go? Where's his games at? Oh, there it is. All right. So let's see versus Seattle. All right. So he's had it in the last 8 games. He's covered the over 4 shots. So 4 or more shots 5 times, which is awesome. So, and in those 5 games, he's had 5 goals. So we're going to bet the over on this, over 3.5 shots. And we're also going to sprinkle a little bit on him just getting an anytime goal, because every time he goes over, he gets a goal. So, and the anytime goal, let's look at the price for that. So we're going to bet this over 3.5 shots for Jordan Kyrou, and let's go to anytime goal for him. Let's see what it's at. Plus 175. So we're betting those 2 things for sure. Jordan Kyrou over 3.5 shots for plus 165. And then just anytime goal, just need one. He's gonna plus 175. Love both of those plays. Last year, the Seattle Kraken were number 25 out of 32 teams on block shots. So they don't get in the way that often. They did bring in Brandon Montour, so that might help a little bit, but I still love this play. Both of these teams are fringe playoff teams. They got a little bit better, but I wouldn't expect either of them to necessarily make the playoffs. Maybe the Kraken, but we'll see there. So let's go with those two plays. And then the last play I have in this game is going to be probably one of my favorites of the day. Pavel Buchnechnev. I'm saying that wrong. Sorry about that. But anytime goal. So let's go to his stats for this. This is awesome. You guys are going to love this. Booch. Perfect. All right. So he's played the Kraken the last. Here we go. We've got the last. He's got 4 goals in 3 games against the Kraken when he plays in Seattle. Okay. So check this out. So in Seattle, last year he had 2 goals, 1 assist, 3 points, 2 shots. So you can look at the shots. He's plus money on the over 2.5, but it doesn't seem like he shoots the puck a lot in this series against Seattle. So up to you. I've won some money on him on the over on this before on the shot total. But what I'm seeing here is every time he has played in Seattle, he has scored a goal. Okay, there's another one. Let's look at 2021 as well. He scored again, right? So every time he's played in Seattle, they're playing in Seattle tonight. So, and what's the price again? Plus 240 for anytime goal. A guy that has scored every time he's played in this rink. I mean, give me that all day. You know, it might not hit, but it's got as good a chance as anybody else. He's also on power play 1. He's also, I believe, let me double check. Yeah, so he's all right. He's playing with Kyrou on the second line. Power play 1, Buchnevich, perfect. Love that. He's also on a penalty kill first line, which I love. That doesn't always happen. He's not a superstar. He's a good hard-nosed player. So that's why he's on the penalty kill as well. So that's just another opportunity for him to score, right? He can get that shorty. Who knows? So love to see that he's on there. So we're going to make that play on him over just anytime goal for plus 240. I love that play. Perfect. All right. So let's move on to the next game. We've got always a good game between these teams. Rematch from, I think it was the second round of the playoffs last year where Florida took out Boston. And it was just a hard fought series. 2 really good teams, a little nastiness going in there. And you know who always brings the nastiness? We're going to go to the prop bets here, and we're going to look at shots on goal, and we're going to bring it to Matthew Tkachuk. Let's look at Matthew Tkachuk shots on goal over 3.5. So that's 4 shots we need. Plus money on that. I really love Tkachuk. Just a absolute hard-nosed player, but really, really skilled. He does that dirty stuff, which is okay, but he doesn't really have to. He can score with the best of them. Let's look at his stats from last year and why I'm making this play. If you can see on the start of the last few years. Oops, sorry, my video is messing up here. Give me 1 second. Boom, there we go. Let's see, Matthew Tkachuk. Perfect. So the last 4 seasons, he has hit the over 4 times in a row in the first game. So he's one of those that's just hyped up, get the season started. So let's look at last year. You're going to love this. Oh boy. Look at this. Last year, shots on goal. First game, he had 10 shots. which is incredible. And he didn't score, which was nuts. And with 10 shots, um, let's go to 2022. Same thing. Uh, he had 4 shots, so he hit that over as well. 2021, 2021. I think this one was against the Oilers, my boys. Let's see. Yep, that was it. He had 9 shots against the Oilers in the first game. So at plus money, he first game of the season, he's had 5, 9, 4, and 10 shots in the first game. So we've got to bet this. I think it's a really good bet. Matthew Chuck goes over 3.5 shots. So let's get 4 at plus money at 103. So I like that a lot. Go ahead and play it. And he's one of those guys that'll be in front of the net too. And he can get those, like if there's a power play, he's on PP1, where they fire it from the point, and then there's just those rebounds and he's trying to bang it. He can get 3 shots just right there from doing that. Love that play. Well, let's go to the last game. Last game, we have the Utah Hockey Club versus the Chicago Blackhawks. This is going to be a really good game. I live in Arizona and bummed to see the Yotes leave Arizona, but I think they're going to do really, really great in Utah. That's going to be an awesome atmosphere for them. A little bit better than the Mullet. And they just have a lot of good young players that I like a lot. Keller, Gunther, Cooley. There's just quite a few of them that are really fun to watch. But what we're going to look here, we've got one playing this game so far. Might do something later because it's a 7 p.m. game. We're going to go Dylan Gunther over 2.5 shots. I know it's minus 150. Don't love that, but let's get some wins to start the season. So Dylan Gunther, as you can see, we'll look at his stats from last year. Just an absolute, he only had half of a season, and just look at these shots: 3, 6, 4, 8, 4, 5, 5s, 4s, a bunch of, you got 6. One of those 5s was against Chicago. So I like this play. He's playing on Logan Cooley's line, which he's a playmaker star. I think he's gonna feed him some pucks, and then plays with another guy that is more of a just kind of a grinder, get in front of the net. He's gonna make some space for him to shoot the puck. So, and he's had in the preseason, take it what you will for the preseason, in 4 games, he had 4 goals, 2 assists, and 16 shots. So a really good preseason. He's playing on power play 1. Which there's just a lot of firepower on that. We got Gunther, Keller, Cooley, probably Dursey, which a lot of firepower. That's going to be a fun power play to watch. So let's go ahead and make that play too. That's going to be our last play of the day. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoy it. It's the start of the season. I'm excited. We've got a lot of games to come. But enjoy it. First game today, 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. Have a great time. Have fun. Let's get some wins.